Nina coming to you from Unbreakable Strong Woman on this Saturday with a special guest here. I have a guest here that I call Quinta Oil. Y'all know, I told you the story. I used to date a younger guy who's 15 years younger than me. Well, he popped up. Don't interrupt me. See, he about to get beat up on camera. Yes, you are.
I'm not.
How old are you, Sean?
I am 44.
44? Huh?
So I'm not. It's, how old are you? Wait, so that's 10.
How old are you?
10 years. 44 and you 50? Wait, you 55. So
I'm about to be 56
11.
for 12. 12,
So 12
I'm 12 years. I don't believe he's 44. He probably lying. Because he lied when I met him. But I'm here with a special guest. He is chapter number 6 in my book, I think. This is Shawnquel, the young Quinta Oil I've been telling y'all about. And he popped up at my house today thinking he's Superman on a bike. But he want to talk today. We're going to have a little conversation, make y'all laugh, talk a little bit about the Bible. I hope y'all have nothing to do because this brother know the word. If he don't know nothing else, he have his Bible sitting right there, but he knows the word. But this is Sean from 2007, chapter number 6 in my book. Sean, tell them about yourself. This is Shawnquel, y'all. I'm going to be out the camera a little bit. Hold on. What's up, Sean? Say hi to my people.
how you doing, everybody?
I know you ain't acting shy. Show them you Quinta. This is Quinta Oil, y'all. Look at Quinta Oil got these long dreads.
You have to, I don't know. Have to ask me questions.
I'm about to ask you some questions. He 40. You 44. How many kids you have?
I got 7.
That's a damn shame. He don't know how many damn kids he had.
7.
When I met him, he had 4. Right? He had 4 kids, I think. He had 4 kids.
3.
I met Sean when my dad was dying, y'all. And he was riding down the street with his cousin. And he caught my attention. I thought he was cute. He lied to me how old he was. So, ladies, when a brother asks you how old you are first, you better be suspicious. You lied to me.
I didn't lie. I said I did not lie.
He lied to me. I said, dang, he fine. And I said, how old are you? He said, how old are you? I said, I'm 37. I think you told me you was 32. You said something crazy.
No, I said I said I was 27 or 28.
But how old were you? You was 24.
No, I was 26.
No, because no.
Yeah, I was.
Your mother told me how.
Trina had, remember, she was talking about I used to hold you on my hip.
Yes, but your mother told me how old you were. His mother was going to sing at my dad's funeral. And I was saying something about Sean being, I could have swore 32. And she said, no, my oldest son is not even 30. I said, well, how old is Sean? And she said, right. 24.
Me and him is a year apart.
Well, you was 24, 20. She said he wasn't 30.
He was.
No, he wasn't, because you was only 24, Sean.
No.
Anyway, Quinta Oil lied to me. And we ended up dating. And he ended up having baby mama drama. Yeah. And you know, some things he went through. He went through a lot with Gene. I told y'all stories about Gene. I told him a lot of stories about Gene. So we went through a lot of stuff with Gene. But I brought Sean here today because we're gonna talk about the word first. Or you want to give a testimony? I'm gonna have him bring his testimony. I'm gonna ask him some questions. Sean, tell the people what happened to you as a kid and you overcame it. Because I want people to see that God is real. He have a serious testimony, y'all. Tell them what happened to you when you was a kid.
In the same location, 3 times I was hit by a car. And then I got into a car accident in that same spot. And then I got hit on the bike again. And so it caused, to have a brain injury. And so it kind of caused some things, where I didn't, you know, understand things right, you know,
He had a
off
brain
like to
injury.
where it was kind of like some of my classes were special ed, you know, and all that, but then I was like, you know, in those special ed classes, I was like the smartest one, and I was like helping them because it was just like, I don't know, it's like, man, God is good though. But,
So Sean acting kind of shy, yeah. Sean.
no, I ain't acting shy.
Sean,
I'm getting comfortable.
normally you cannot stop it.
I'm
You gonna
getting
dance before we end this
I will, if you want me to dance, yeah. I just got through dancing after, you know, thing until.
He's a dancer, y'all. But I'm gonna explain to you a little bit more what happened to him when what age was it when your first accident?
I think I was 9.
Okay, when he was 9, he was hit by a car on your bike. He probably don't remember.
Yeah, I got hit on the bike because we was racing each other, me and my brother and them. So then social service used to give you rides back then, and the lady had ran the stop sign, and then the car had hit on my side, and it had a big old.
He went through the windshield, I think, right?
Ball on my head and stuff.
Yeah, he was hit. Now we laugh at him now, but it ain't funny.
Same location.
Because he overcame it. But the way he told us the story was kind of funny. He got hit 3 times on the same corner. I don't know why you kept going to that damn corner. Why you kept going over it?
They must have knew I was going to must have knew I was going to
There you go, Sean.
That's at the elk. She'll be coming down at the bar.
Why you kept going out of that corner?
10 years, I'm coming down the hill, boom. Coming down the hill, boom. And then the lady on social service that used to give you rides back then, she was just running her mouth. And before you know it, boom. I'm like, oh, man.
It ain't funny, but it's funny because we that's how we do, y'all. It ain't funny. Thank God he made it, but he had a brain injury.
But we gotta go to Denny's. And no, we have to talk about these Bruce Lee shoes. I wanted to talk about.
Sean, wait, we gonna get to that. He want to talk about something I told him that story.
Yeah.
But he had a brain injury. He overcame it, and he made sure that he wasn't a special kid because that's what they titled him as.
Determined.
They wanted him to be disabled. So they would put him in special classes. They would treat him like he didn't know anything. Make him take medicine.
I was a smart Ritalin.
Yeah.
And I spit it out every time. So.
He was determined not to be disabled. So he taught himself how to cut hair. He's a barber. He taught himself how to skate. He taught himself how to dance. And everything Sean normally do, he master it because he goes above and beyond to be different. He determined not to let the state title him as a special person. So when he met me, he had like payee and stuff, and for his money. And what I used to tell you, Sean, I'm like, you don't need no payee. You smarter than that. I'm watching you cut hair. I'm watching you do everything. You function every day. So he started feeling good about himself, and he started doing things on his own. And I turned him into a monster, really, because he started thinking he was a pimp after that. He started.
What?
He started being a whore, y'all.
Ooh.
I could tell him.
You need to quit that shit, guys.
I could tell him nothing. I would go down to the club and he'd go up. He up in there sipping. He don't drink it, but he used to drink. But he didn't drink back then. He was sipping on water. And next thing you know, I see him pop locking in the club. And I'm like, look at him. Who he think he is? He thought, man, he turned into David Ruffin. I didn't know who the hell he was. So I said, I done created a damn monster. Then all of a sudden, he started growing his hair out. When I met him, he did not have these dreads. Shaw had a little ponytail. So this is, look what he did. He got the dreads now. He think he's Superman. You can't tell him shit. But he a good person, yo. My mother, before she died, my mother loved this dude. And he used to snitch on me, Miss Lorraine, all the time. No matter what happened, he go running to my mama and why you doing that to Sean? So she loved Sean. But Sean want to tell y'all about, do y'all remember I told y'all about the incident I had to beat up an old white guy? I didn't try to. But he the one came and he saw me fighting the white guy. I was calling him because my car wouldn't start and the white guy slammed my leg in the door. Elderly man.
she had pretty much like stepped out, but she had a jogging outfit on, like, you know, she was on in the feds. And she had the low top, like they looked at like some polo, you know, but they the Bruce Lee, like kind of like prison shoes they used to wear a long time ago, or like what is they? Is them like the white girl?
They was like ballet shoes.
Yeah, they like kind of like some ballet shoes. What they had on that one movie, and the father had them on in a casket on with Cat Williams and Ice Cube now.
What's the name of that movie?
Sunday something.
You stupid.
Yeah, but like I said, she you know had beat the you know the old white man up. He tried to grab her, and then she like grabbed his arm. She hit him so fast, like, and then it was like blood just started coming down his arms, like it was coming like out of his arms. I thought she had like peeled his skin off.
No,
of
when
because
people
I thought he was like deteriorating. You hit him. She hit him like, and so the nigga just started bleeding. Like I thought he was gonna bleed internally. I'm like, oh shit. And so, you know, I'm just sitting there, and she, you know, still like, and so then he started, you know, calling out her name, and every time he called her, she would hit him. Like the nigga was like, you the nigga, she hit him.
No, he was racist.
She hit him like every time he spoke. She was hitting him like Bruce Lee. If you ever seen Bruce Lee hit, and he, you know, or whatnot, like in the person that hit, and he, you know, just
well,
hit.
You didn't see the part where he attacked me though.
He couldn't attack you. That was
so you a snitch.
That man was Rogers. That man was like Mr. Rogers. He looked like Mr. Rogers. You know what I'm saying? He came and he changed his shoes and his jacket. And, you know, within that time, and I'm talking about, Nina was on him.
He missed the whole part. He came at the end.
Nina came and stepped out, but that's not the only. See, Nina did that to me again because they knew, like, I was supposed to be like a minister, and so she beat this white lady up again with the Bruce Lee shoes on again, walking down on Division, and the lady name was Shiles.
She died. You know
and,
she died.
Yeah, she said, I can't believe you. She said, you just let her do that, and you're a minister. I said, I don't have nothing to do with them Bruce Lee shoes getting off into your ass.
No, she was in the hotel with Gene. My kid's
yeah, she was in there, like, and he came out. The shit was so funny. I wish we could have put it on YouTube right now. He came out like Bobby Brown, with his mouth twisted up, and he had some shades on, and he was trying to get out the way.
Romeo says, it's another Romeo. He says, Nina 2007 story. Now, that ain't 2007 when that happened. This was not that long ago.
2007?
I met him in 2007 when my dad was dying. And he pretty much helped me through the death of my dad. That was 2007 when my dad died.
No, I know that. I'm talking about with that one.
When that happened with Shiles?
Yeah,
that's when I was in my house.
2000.
That was 2010.
Yeah, 10, yeah.
It was a while ago.
Prison, because I went then when I got out of prison. That's when he was in Cameron.
Now, when I met him, he was choir boy from the Temptations. Is that Temptations? 5 Heartbeats. He was choir boy. Next thing you know, I told you he thought he was a pimp. Then he started acting crazy. He went to prison. How many times? 3 times. Yeah,
but I was arrested 35 times.
What? You was arrested 35 times? What you do?
I don't know.
Sean, you was arrested 35 times?
I think it was, no, wait a minute. I think it was 30, it was, no, I think it was, but it was a lot of times. I think it was either 28 times or 30 times.
He the only person I know went to jail, been arrested every time, and they do nothing. What you do? What did you do?
Driving while black. DWB.
He tries to fight the police. He don't obey. They have him all upside down, arrest him. But Sean is a good dude. We're going to talk about the Bible a bit because I want y'all to see how he knows his word. And he has helped us through a lot of hard times. When my daughter was dying from cancer, he was up at the hospital with my daughter all the time praying for her. She remembered when she was like at her her lowest point of her cancer. And she said, you came up there, and she was so scared. She thought she was about to die. And she said, Sean, pray for me. You remember that? And he prayed for her. And she said that gave her the strength to keep fighting. She said, Mama, Sean really know how to pray. I said, yeah, he know how to pray. Don't let the pimp fool you. So. But what we gonna talk about? Do you know anything about the Sean Puffy Combs case?
A little bit. I know about the baby oil, and I know about him with the girl
Cassie,
and just all the stuff they're talking about. He probably had something to do with killing Tupac and and Big.
So for you being a man of God, do you think he could overcome this? Would God forgive him?
Well, indeed. Nothing to say. We all falling short to the glory of God and sin. We all like filthy rags, but no one is good but God. So, it's like
so he can be forgiven.
Only God can judge. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not. But why the Bible say you could judge? How would you judge rightfully?
No, you can never judge.
How do you learn if you don't judge?
Because you can, pretty much, you have the right to approach someone on if they considering themselves as a Christian, and you say, "Oh man, you said you was a Christian," because you say you know them by their fruits. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm just sitting here, smoking weed and just snorting powder, and
I don't have to be a Christian to tell you something wrong.
No, I'm just saying, like, you come at me and you say, "I thought you was a Christian." I said, "Why are you doing that?" And so then you can, come at me in that way because it's something that I'm representing towards God, and then I'm looking like a hypocrite.
But just say I don't smoke, and I know it's bad for you, and I'm like, you shouldn't be doing that. You don't have to be in church to tell somebody they're doing something. A kid can tell you you're doing something wrong.
Drunk or anybody that tell you like this, like the donkey told the guy in Numbers 22 about he didn't see even the Holy Spirit was that angel was seeing it. So the donkey opened his mouth and was telling him. He kept on hitting him, and that donkey started talking to him.
What did the donkey say?
It was he just telling him, "Why you hitting me for?" You know what I'm saying? Like he starts telling him about himself. Yeah, he gave him a message. He was telling him, about himself. Like pretty much like you're not even, knowing, that you so far, gone, you blind. God is, trying to tell you something, and he don't let me speak, and I don't even talk. I'm a donkey.
So is that kind of like the situation? I'm trying to give him some grace. Because I know.
Everybody you got so many people, man, in the Bible. Some of the most powerful people were, Moses, he was a murderer. Paul, he crucified.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Is my camera? Hold on, I gotta get off this.
Yeah, but he crucified, Jesus. People, and then he was on his way to Damascus, and he said, Saul, who, prosecutor. He said, "Who is you?" And he said, "I'm Jesus, the ones who you know what I'm saying, that pretty much like people you killing is my people." And so then he, blinded him. And so he were blind for, I think it was 3 days. And so then he sent, a man to him to reopen his eyes.
That's what he said, made the blind man
from
see.
From that part, from that day, he, was changed. And so he let him know all what he was going to have to suffer for off of, because of the reason of the things that he did, but he had forgiven him. But he had told him, all what he might have to go through, because, see, he was like someone very powerful with a lot of power in Rome and stuff, and so he was, made to look like that's Paul, Apostle Paul. His name was Saul. He became Paul,
Now, Apostle Paul is the one everybody talk about when they say Apostle Paul.
He the one that made a lot of the books in the Bible to the back, like Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians.
Now let me ask you something about Paul. Women argue with me because they always say, well, Apostle Paul said, you don't have to be married, to be happy.
He said that because he wasn't married, but it's saying
he was a widow.
Pretty much that in the point of that you can do more for God without the distraction of a woman like me. If I'm just, single and I can put more work in for God versus, if I'm with you and I'm paying attention to you, I'm chasing after you, I'm trying to satisfy you.
So you have that boundaries.
It's like off in that way.
But, okay, now this is what I get confused at. Paul said that, Apostle Paul. But the Lord said, I'm making you a helpmate. And that was the whole purpose of making a woman, to be a helpmate to a man. So how Apostle Paul going against what the Lord saying and say you don't have to be with a man when he said that's what you made for?
He's just saying that he said if you, want, you don't have to, but he said if you can't, help yourself, rather be married than burn. So, it's like pretty much like if you going, just get married, and so
if you don't have those sexual desires.
Yeah, if you can't help yourself though,
right.
You'd rather, like I just said, didn't do that,
Okay, now I had Robert here, and we didn't really get into details about this, but Robert argues with me all the time about fornication. He wants me to believe that fornication is not a sin because that's his sin. You know how people have their sin and they want you to believe it ain't a sin.
Because you want to continue doing it.
Right. So he right.
Because that's to be
to make
real,
him feel better.
Out of all my things I struggle with the most is my sexual sin. It's what I struggle with. Everything else I don't have a problem with, but like,
but it's a sin.
I'm very sexual. Like man.
So why don't you ask God to deliver you?
It's difficult for me, but I know I can do it because I was in prison and I didn't have no woman in all those years.
You sure you had no man?
I ain't had no motherfucking man. I ain't had nothing.
Okay.
But I remember, remember when we was.
Oh yeah. Can I tell y'all a story real quick?
This
is funny.
Crazy.
This is funny. We was out of town, right? And we was at a hotel. And he had just came home, so we went out of town to go shopping. And I guess he had been around men so long.
Locked up,
He had been locked up so long, he was kind of, messed up in the head. So it's dark in the room, right?
No, I just kind of like went into a daze of like a dream, like I was.
He thought he was still there.
And so it kind of like, so I woke up and I had lotion in my bed. And so I thought I had slept with a man in prison. And I was like, what the hell? And I was just looking at her because she was laying there asleep. And she woke up and happened to see my face. And she was like, what's wrong? I was just looking like, damn, I just like couldn't believe this. I'm like, how did this happen? Did I slip me a Mickey or what happened?
He thought I was a man.
He
thought he was in prison and he woke up. It looked, if y'all could see how he was looking at me, I thought he was gonna beat me down. I was scared. I said, hey, what's wrong with you?
You started cracking up with
Then he started looking, he put his sheet back and he looked at himself and he looked at me and he was looking like, what you doing in the bed with me? Oh my gosh, she scared me. Huh?
What are you doing?
I'm doing a video. Wait till I'm done, Lele. I'll be out in a minute. But he pulled his clothes. He was looking at himself. And then he looked at me. And I was about to slap the shit out of him because he was like in a daze. And he was like, he said, I thought I was still locked up. And I was like, what the hell going on? He seen the lotion sitting there. He naked.
That's what I was looking at because I was looking like, why I don't have no drawers on. And then some lotion sitting here. I'm like, I'm on some freaky shit like that. Like, what don't happen like within minutes of time that I decided this.
I'm sorry, y'all. It
Like,
was so
was
funny.
it forced or was it really like I literally
But why would
lost
you
my
think
mind?
I was a man?
You didn't look like a man. It's just that I was in my mind, like I
You
just
was in
woke
prison.
up off in. I thought I was still locked up because you do that sometimes, and I would think I'm even at home, or my leg would vibrate, and I think it's my phone, and I'm like, damn, I don't even have no phone. I don't have no
Why
damn
would your
cell
leg
phone.
vibrate?
It just do like a off phone because I'm so used to, you know what I'm saying, having a cell phone in my, pocket or something.
I mean, you used to vibrate in prison.
It feel like a vibration. I don't know. It's just a thing. It feel like a vibration. So
So, tell them. And some people have probably been locked up before. Was that a bad, like horrible experience, like they talk about all the time? Is it like?
I mean, it was. I mean, for me, but then it was. It lifted me up and made me whole too. I mean, because from the levels that I had come, up to from when I began, and then when I end, and then when I left, I can, sense the difference of, what I'm saying, what God was doing. And,
Did you see anybody get killed
was
in
taking-
there?
I've seen a lot of things. I don't know if they died with that. I've seen some people, get stabbed up, messed up. Kids sloping. I don't know. I don't know if they died. But they went to the doctor. And I did see people die off of COVID.
Oh, you was in there during COVID?
Yeah,
And they died, they weren't giving them the medicine and all that?
they died, and like a lot of older people.
So is prison as bad as everybody say, like if you don't have no support in there, that people be hungry, people
Yeah.
they get
I say being hungry is in there. It's like, if you don't have no food, man, I'm talking about you be praying like, Lord, please let somebody give me a ramen noodle, and you go around, that ramen noodle is like, I mean, the best thing smoking. Like, it's just,
they be that hungry?
You get hungry because
But you only get fed 3 times.
you don't get, and the food might not each like tray. You may not eat all of it because all of it may not be good.
Right.
Maybe one thing be on that tray,
Oh.
and so then you not getting full. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why people live off junk up in there,
Yeah,
chips
chips.
and all that.
Uh-huh.
Dang, so that experience had to be horrible. What's the longest you did in prison? Was it 18 months?
They were. I just did this thing down there 3.
You did almost 3 years?
This time I just about did. So, but it's it's kind of like it can be a good thing because it's teaching you patience on how to cope with things in life and how things are all consuming time. Everything takes time. You can't just get it right away. It's like a prayer. You can't just think that prayer is going to fall out and fall and play as soon as you say it. And so it's like that, through the process of prison, that it goes into you get a parole and you let loose.
I think sometimes, I might be wrong because I've never been in prison, but I think sometimes God lock people up to save their life and to get their attention. What you think?
You said what now?
I think sometimes God lock people up to save their life and to get their attention.
I believe he, did that to me. Like I was about lost my life, and then I was tucked there, and I healed inside there. And
Yeah, before we go, he'll tell you a story. He said this man is a soldier. Y'all haven't heard nothing, half of the stuff Sean been through. Okay, now I just told y'all he had been hit 3 times on the same corner when he was a kid. They wanted to title him as ADHD and pretty much one of the kids that have to go to special education and all that. He was determined. He beat the odds with that. He self-taught himself how to do barber, cut hair, dance, skate, whatever. He tries to master it. Then he got into it with my kid's father, and he was on my couch, sleep this day. He had just used the bathroom. He asked my daughter to use the bathroom. I wasn't there. And his intentions was,
my intentions was to see you. Really, I was like, I'm wanna, because you told me, you was like, well, he gonna be coming back, but I'm like, fuck that.
He don't listen.
Here. And so I went, I dozed off, and he, woke up to him. Blood pumping out my.
I was mad, y'all. I was pissed. I had just got out of school. I was in college, and I had told him that day. I said, "Listen, Gene is about to be here." Sean and I was just friends. I was like, "Don't be around when he comes, because Gene is stupid." I'm like, it's something about this dude right here. Right now, if somebody say his name, it's like saying Wire Hager. It's Wire Hager. He hates Sean.
He said he makes.
He hate him.
He said that's why I'm smoking this stuff.
He tried to say that's why he's smoking crack.
I said, what the hell?
But anyway.
No, that's because you used to say my stuff into my legs.
Shut up.
Then he was like getting real mad, and James was like,
my brother was instigating.
You were torturing him. He said you just said shine down to his knees.
James was being petty.
He said he would go nuts. He said that nigga Sean like.
My brother petty, y'all. He an instigator. But anyway, James made Gene pretty much hate him. Just instigate. So Sean comes in the house and use the bathroom. Let me finish telling the story. Sean come in the house and use the bathroom. Gene and I went somewhere, and I pull up and I see his car outside my house, and I'm like,
you went to pick him up out of town. He was in.
Okay, but I pulled up and I seen your car.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Where is it?
South Haven. So Gene was asleep, and he heard me say, oh my God, and he wake up like, what? And I tried to go past my house. He spotted Sean's car. Gene jumps out my car while it's rolling. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope Sean is somewhere like Gene don't see him. So when I'm parked the car, I'm trying to go up to the house. I hear something break like glass, and I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. I walk in the house. Sean is unconscious. Gene caught him in his sleep and was beating him in his face. His whole face was crushed in. I thought she was dead. And I started screaming for my brother. He come upstairs. He down there with a girl. He look at Gene like, man, why you do that shit, man? And blood all over the wall. And he go back down the basement like it was.
He got nervous. Then Gene got scared.
Yeah, Gene started. He finally came back to himself. And he got paranoid. He's like, get me out of here, Nina. Get me out. So I had to take him to South Haven to his mama. On the way down there.
Telling him his hands going to be cursed.
Yeah, I'm going to tell him. On the way down there, I had my first anxiety attack. I thought I was having a heart attack. I was so mad because I'm thinking, he's dying. So I called G's mom. I'm like, he just crushed the boy's face. His whole face. His face was crushed in, y'all. Did he break this?
Just about, but it was because I don't have
high cheekbones.
Yeah, high cheekbones.
So all this right here was like crushed in. Mm-hmm. I'm having an anxiety attack. I'm cussing Gene out. So Gene had convinced my brother to tell Sean to lie to the police. And he was going to pay my brother for Sean to lie and say he was at a gambling party.
He acted like he was going to give me money. He acted like, his mom was going to give me the money. He said, I'll give you the money.
Yeah, they bribed him. He fell for it.
Yeah, he said, I'll bring it. Then they kept, saying they're going to bring it.
But this is the funny part. I had to stay in South Haven with Gene to keep him hid until Sean healed up because I didn't want Sean.
So I'm wondering where you at, though.
I didn't want Sean's mom to see him.
I said,
but I was seeing Gene, Sean.
Right. I'm talking about it, but it was like we were still seeing, but it was he came and I was letting him see his kids, and he was like, he took advantage of that, and so then he appeared because you was pretty much like, if you talk to your baby mama, I'm gonna talk to my baby.
He was cheating every time he could with his baby mama. So me and him broke up and stopped. We wasn't even talking.
I didn't know what.
But anyway, y'all. The funny part was, Sean stayed at my house while I was in South Haven with Gene till he healed up. And my brother was the babysitter. So my brother had to nourish Sean back. And James was like, man, y'all let me down here and give me my money. So Sean was walking around with a patch on his eye. Now my brother at the time was on parole. They had to go pick David up from high school. David was in high school. Sean goes up to Ottawa Hills. Want some water? Sean goes up to Ottawa Hills with my brother to get David. He got a patch on his eye, and they driving through the parking lot, and my brother on parole, right? My brother paranoid about the police. So
I had the gun on my lap.
yeah, so James didn't notice. He said,
hold on. He said, this is
he said, James. He said, he said, you see how they looking at us? James said, yeah, why they looking at us? He said, I got a gun. James said, nigga, you got a gun. And he got a patch on his eye. He said, this nigga walk around looking like Michael Jackson with a patch on his eye and a gun. So they was about to follow them. They had to go get David, but they ended up back at home. James called me mad as hell, talking about he almost went to the penitentiary. Y'all better get back down here, Sean. I'm down here babysitting Sean, and you and Gene in South Haven. But to make a long story short, he healed up. Everything was cool. G hates his guts. That was another incident. I'm giving y'all his incident. So his face was crushed. He should have had surgery. Did you have surgery?
They was, but then they just said that it had just healed on itself.
He didn't have surgery.
Yeah, it healed on itself. The bones, but they were fractured.
And then after that, you got into it with my brother. This is divided marriage. I'm telling y'all.
That nigga took my, remember,
He got into
my
a
cell phone. You said, give him his iPhone. Y'all already know. This boy, I mean, what is, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. And so, no, remember, that was freaking Ben starting just like he just about got me killed then. What do you get yourself in?
This man been through so much. My brother, it was something about he left his phone in my brother's car.
Yeah, he
Sean was drinking at this time. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
And Ben was lying though. Ben lied to James.
He instigated.
Yeah, he instigated like.
But anyway, Sean got smart with my brother about his phone.
Yeah, I told your brother this. I said, I got real mad and I told him because I knew he had, been to prison. I was like, nigga, he fucking in there.
He said something slick. So my brother said, when I see you, I'm beating your ass. So I didn't think James was gonna really do it because he likes Sean, right? So I'm in the basement, me and my daughter, and I'm down there washing.
He hit me from the back.
Yeah, I'm washing, and Tia come in the back screaming, Mama! I said, what? She said, get him. So when I walk in the front, I just see this big dude just punching. I didn't know it was my brother. So I jumped on his back. I'm pulling his head. I turn around, it's my brother. Sean was like this. I am not lying. Sean was like this. He had chips all over his face. He was slobbing.
Because I was eating that. The nigga hit me without me noticing.
He had dip all over his face. So I'm like, oh my God. So he knocked out. And David mad because Tia's boyfriend instigated, he laughing. So I grab him like a baby and I'm like, Sean, please wake up. This is again, I'm like, they gonna kill this man. So he wake up. They end up being cool again. Everything kosher, we cool. Then I get a call from his baby mama. She said, Nina, I know we don't really talk, but this is important. I said, what? She said, Sean in a coma. I said, what? What happened? She said something about he was crossing the street with my son and he hit the little car with his hand and they caught him coming home last night and stumped him out. Now, I don't know what happened. What happened?
No, the dude about hit me and my son while he was squirted off, like when they, people drinking in the party, and he about hit us, and so then I was real mad, and somebody just like, with that situation, some old girly guy running his mouth and instigated it, and the guy came back and
with several dudes, right?
No, at first it was just him. He argued, and then we kind of had a confrontation. He tried to swing at me. They stopped him, broke him up, and later on that day, he, came back with like 3 other people and he's already like a big dude. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know, way bigger than I was. You know what I'm saying? Like so, he showed back up with like 2 or 3 other people, and they beat me in. I got a plate, you know, in my mouth still, you know, to this day.
You do?
Yeah.
Where is it? Right here?
Yeah, it's right here. Screws.
Yeah, he was in a coma, and his baby mama was so scared. Me and her didn't even talk, and she called me.
Came to the door and looked, and went back in and went to sleep.
She watched him bleed out and went back to sleep.
She was.
Who called the paramedics?
Yeah. I think she called them, but she just didn't, you know, show no, you know, like what, you know. And but my mom called her, and my mom said, "Where's my baby at? So I can go out there and be with him." You know, so, you know, so my mom, you know, set my side when I woke up.
When Natalie called me, she was at the hospital.
You know, eventually, she tried to say she took off, but I said it wasn't about you going to take off. How you know that was my last, like, you didn't know.
Yeah, she told me he would never walk again. Yeah. They told him that they didn't even think he was going to wake up. The people pretty much killed him. They thought he was dying. And I'm like, what? I just couldn't believe it because Sean is a real cool dude. He don't bother nobody. He might get on your nerves. You know, he might do little stuff, the dancing and the music and all, but Sean know the word. They call him church boy. He always got a good word to say. He always got a laughter, you know, some jokes. And for them to jump him like that almost kill him, and he wouldn't even tell who did it. So he ate that. And right after that, he went up in prison, and that's what he did the 3 years? Mm-hmm. No, that ain't the end.
Oh, yeah, I remember I had that mandatory because I got jumped a few times.
Oh, then he went to a party. He got jumped because he could dance, and he liked the dress. He smelled like Keita oil. He smelled like Keita oil right now. He smelled good all the time, and he can dance. So when he goes to a party, he don't be showing out. He got that swag, and he be dancing. The dudes get mad. So the dudes, what they do? They jump you after the party.
Yeah, they jumped me while I was on a motorbike and hit me, took my watches.
They robbed you? His own brothers, people he know, he's partying with. They beat him up. They almost killed him.
There were some younger guys.
You was beat up there, though.
I was telling them about how you can be successful and how you can make it and, you know, beat him. So they pretty much, you know, like.
So he was mentoring them. That's what he's saying. He was telling them they could be successful. They ain't got to be in the streets. And then they turn around and robbed you and beat you up? Right afterwards? For no reason. That's crazy.
They pretty much snuck me because I was like pretty much like I was like how, you know, with your brother they knocked me out. They hit me and I woke up and scratches and stuff on my face. I don't know what they did.
His face been beat in so many times. Then, that ain't it. I'm in my apartment. I didn't move. I came back from my, I went through the divorce. And he was staying in the building downstairs from my daughter. And all of a sudden, me and David get a call.
See, but that day, too, I wanted to make sure I get that, you know, on video cam that, you know, my face was already messed up. Those girls, they just, when they sprayed the mace, it like burnt in my skin because my skin was open because, see, you know, our baby mama was thinking, you know, like these girls beat me, you know, down. And I said,
it don't matter what nobody thinks.
No, I'm just saying because she was just like, you know, well, you know, you said, you know, yeah, Sean, girls beating on, she just, you know. Just
well, that's what I witnessed.
Just another thing to say, like,
But that ain't that's not funny.
Saying, right, but to her, it pretty much she says, you know, oh, they jumped and killed you.
But see, that's that baby mama drama.
And I'm like,
that's that petty.
In the world just say, bring up about, when I'm about to die.
That's that immature baby mama drama, dumb shit. Because none of them talking about is funny. Like, I get the call, and they say he in the middle of the street, that these girls then jumped him, right? So me and David take off to go see his right, like across the street from where I was.
They came down to the door where I was at. They knocked on the door. I was laughing though. They knocked on the door and then they just started spraying mace at me.
Yeah, they sprayed mace
My
in his face.
skin.
Like the show I showed the girl at the store, maced the guy, grabbed him by his dreads. That's what these girls did to him. They maced him and attacked him. So when we get down there, now me and Sean, I had just got back from Birmingham from my marriage. I was still married at the time. And I hadn't seen him in like 3 years, like at all, really. So when I get the call, I'm going anyway because he's my friend. So me and David get down there. Sean land in the middle of the street, like balled up. I'm thinking he did again. I was like, oh Lord, they done killed him. So David ready to fight. David grabbing his piece, like who did it? So it was a girl there from Chicago. She hollered, I'm from Chicago. I did. So I'm about to fight the girl. That's a younger girl. My daughter Tia, I think Tia was at work. I'm about to fight this girl. I'm like, I don't care where you from. What y'all doing to him? This fool jumps up out of his sleep or whatever was going on with him and start pop locking. He had milk all over his. David poured milk on his head because his face on fire. He pop locking with mucus coming out his nose. I still got that video somewhere. He got the milk on his face. And then he tried to hug me. And David said, man, get off my mama. You look like the COVID. So he pop locking, the girls talking crazy. I'm begging the paramedics to take him. I said, please take him and get him some help. I said, because these people go kill Sean. He would not go to the hospital. So was it the same day or later on that week when you when you and Tia was fighting, y'all should fight the girls in the hallway?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Now I had put on their doors and I was going to get rid of them. I had a blue marker. Permit.
He was tripping, man.
I told him, I said, come on out. In blue letters.
And then the police caught him in the act. Calling the girls out, and that's when he went to prison. But I say all this to say, this guy been through so much. And Gene was so upset because his grandfather's a pastor. So Gene's grandfather, his grandmother, his mama, they loved Sean. They say, man, that boy is anointed. His hands, he got Jesus all over him. You even curse your hands, Gene, putting your hands on this man of God. So Gene used to get so mad at his family. Like, what y'all mean? Y'all going against me for him? But Sean got anointed. He's anointed. And he is such a good person that no matter what he been through, look at him. Do he look like he been through being beat, face crushed, and he never had like plastic surgery? He just healed up. Every single time somebody did something to him, God brought him right out of a coma. When the doctor said he couldn't walk no more, well, now Sean going through something. He going through a lot right now. He has drama going on with his kid's mom. Him and his mom not seeing eye to eye. While he was in prison, his car got taken from him with all his clothes in it, right? And when I say this brother can dress, he has some expensive, Pelly Pale, everything, designer, everything. His car got taken from him. All his clothes got taken from him. He pretty much came home with nothing. And he had to go back to his baby mom. And from my understanding, she still treats him the way she's been treating him. And she throws in his face that's why you got beat up. That's why this happened to you. And I called her. Well, me and her was texting one day while he was gone. And I apologized to her because I said, listen here. Y'all got 5 babies over there. She got 2 that's not his. She got 7 kids. I said, but 5 of them his. And it appears that y'all ain't going to stop messing with each other. I'm not weak like you. But she'll tell me, I'm weak. I'm not weak like you. I know this king to oil. I know what this brother can do. But I ain't weak like you, Natalie. But I am going to apologize for intervening in your family. So I hope you and Sean work it out. You know, I'm going to be his friend, but I hope y'all work it out and take care of them babies. I would like to see y'all get married since y'all been together through all this stuff. But y'all got to find a medium where y'all can get along because that's all they do is drama.
Now, you know, I'm a grown man, you know. And
Anyway,
I love this woman. Right here.
ain't nobody
And
hearing
so
that.
She can say what she want to say, but I'm going, on this.
He
This is
popped
what
up at my
I'm
house
around
today.
And I'm around and be on my knee right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to see her get
Well,
proposed
you better
to?
get up. No.
Y'all want to see her get proposed to?
It ain't finna happen.
Unbreakable.
I'm unbreakable strong one because I've been. Listen, he one of the reasons I got this name, Unbreakable Strong One. Okay, I ain't got time for this.
Hey,
This is my friend,
but I love her. Though,
and I want y'all to
She's-
pray for my friend.
she's a
I asked him to
very,
come on here to get his testimony. I did
lovely.
most of the talking because he acted like he's scared.
I ain't scared. She's a very loving, woman. She's the first woman that ever, treated me right, like that I looked for. I never had that even from my own mom. So it was, something that I could never forget, and so that's why I went and searched for her today,
I think my brother told you where I live.
and I was like, man, I gotta
Didn't
see
he?
her, man. I was,
My brother told him where I stayed, didn't he? Tell the truth. Yeah, I'm about to go to slap James. Because he knows, Sean.
He said, come on. That's what David said. He said, Gino there and I said, Gino there and James there. I said, oh boy. I got so happy. I said, now I'm about to get in there. I'm either gonna go say I'm finna cut Gino's hair or
Gino don't need a haircut.
I'm finna do something.
No.
I'm finna do something. I'm
No,
gonna say I'm
he's
gonna
not.
come over and do an interview. Let me.
He here doing an interview, but I'm finna send him back home to Natalie, and I'm finna
No, don't
look.
say that, 'cause
I want to
I
counsel
ain't
them.
going
I want
back.
y'all to work it out.
I'm not
Natalie,
working out with her.
I'm about to send your baby daddy home, honey.
No, that's
I
a
promised
lie.
you when we talk.
I ain't
Remember?
coming back home
No.
like that. Hey, put your mom on the phone. Hey, I ain't coming back home.
He coming back home,
Man.
Mr. Ray. Keith offered to go back home.
He ain't coming
I
home
done
no
got
more.
old my hip bag. I ain't the same person.
He ain't coming home no more.
I don't drop it like it's hot no more. I got arthritis.
You said what?
He ain't finna kill me.
Oh man.
This brother 44 years old.
Hey, but I love her though, I really do, and that's from straightforward. And I would change and give up everything or anything, like far as in truth, like
Ladies.
as a man that I've become now. I've played games I did not know. What I had from the beginning, but she was always just like I knew, like
Don't let him fool you.
and-
Oh no.
no, that was true. I'm just saying I knew that I could love her. I knew I could spend the rest of my life with her because she was like always had my back. When I got locked up, I had to take loan for her to come. She on her go bus. She's driving. She talking about she just has so much money in her thing. She talking about she found $200 in her purse. I said, how you find $200 in your purse? She said, I got it. I just found $200. I said, what the fuck? Nigga say you just got $100 balled up in your purse.
You know what, y'all? Tell him about Pretty Girl Entertainment.
Oh man, Pretty Girl Entertainment was man. I had got me some Whoppers one day, and so she called herself had a bar inside the living room, and so the bar came down, but the girl.
You talking about the stripping pole?
Yeah, that girl had come over and she had flipped over and her feet got in my Whopper. What the fuck?
I had you ain't telling the story. I was the owner of strippers.
Oh yeah, but she was acting like Otis. She kept kicking me out of the group and shit, And so I was doing stuff like I go buy maybe some Cardi glasses or do something, and she's like, "What are you doing with this money?" All right, then we get to arguing, and then they'll pick me out of the group. They're like, "Get out!"
No,
I'm like,
he didn't know how to act. I was the founder
man.
of the group. His cousin, who he had brought to me to mentor her, she was my right hand. So we was running Pretty Girl Entertainment. We had entertainers. They weren't having sex with people. These were entertainers.
But then this is another thing too, where I wasn't quite comfortable with it because we went down to rumors. I had never been. So then they had some big white boy with some Tinkerbell shoes on. And he was doing that. Rolling.
He was a Tina Turner.
Rolling. And he said, do you want to oppose yourself? I said, oppose myself? I said, no. And I got up on the wall, like so close up on the wall. I said, man, get me up. I was
No,
like,
tell how you found out you was at the gay club. We didn't tell him he was at a gay club. He went in the bathroom and he said, why everybody hugging each other? Why they looking at me?
It was 3 dudes. They were real close and they was dancing on each other. And they was all close. It was black dudes. They looked like me though. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Is these niggas doing a research, a session? Was these niggas doing a talent show? Or I'm like, why is they doing that? And so then they told me it was gay. I said, if y'all don't get me the hell up out of this club.
They all wanted him.
He
was a hot commodity.
I said, Sean, listen. Damn club. And I had just got my hair braided. I was like this. And I like took it off. My braids was fresh, man. Them up, like I said, attacked me like I was.
No, listen. I said, Sean. I said, Sean, do this. Do us a favor. We can come up. Just holler at one of them.
I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
They like you, Sean. They just holler. He's like, I'm ready to go. I'm like, man, you out. We kicking you out the group. Then nobody come and see you, Otis.
It's crazy, man.
But he got kicked out the group every day because he had come in and just act a fool.
No, we'll be going because we'll be having, I had one of my friends named Paul, and he always would, come around and she said, he ain't doing nothing but using.
Yeah,
Paul. I was just like a nice, this guy, whatever.
He's a nice guy.
Come and I give him a ride, I'll break my neck like to go and whatever if I gotta unlock the door because I know how to unlock, doors and different stuff. People called me multiple times. My cousin.
And they don't pay him. They don't give him gas money. They just use him.
So, yeah.
But see, a lot of people didn't like me. Like his mom don't even like me, to be honest.
But again, like I just said, for the one, and this is, these videos ever, like she don't know, and she always say, well, can you make a video? Because of Natalie. Natalie, is my kid's mother, We're not in a relationship. I'm just like a father, and that's what I am. But everybody know, who I love. Like
watch this.
And how and
when the last time you been with Natalie?
When the last time? When the last time I was around Natalie?
Yeah, when was the last time you was
with
Natalie?
The last time I was around Natalie was yesterday.
No,
because I went to go get my sons, and we was gonna go out to my cousin's house. So I went and picked them up, and so then I went over there, and we was gonna catch an Uber. She was she was gonna give us a ride, and so then she started being slick and talking shit, and so then I had grabbed her by her collars, and so she was.
Why?
She was because she got smart talking shit.
You ain't her daddy.
So man, I am her daddy.
No, you not.
If you ain't had no daddy.
Okay, let's clear this up. Have you ever grabbed me by my collar?
I didn't have to.
No. Shit. Have you ever? No.
Oh no, yeah, I had cause your ass tried to kill me. When you had that butcher knife and you was trying to kill my ass.
What you do?
You kept on going and I kept on trying to do like this. And I had swung, and then it fell on the table. Remember? And you was just doing, cause you one of them slick motherfuckers. This nigga's a genius. She will whoop your ass, lay you out. She had you laying there in blood, and the police would come, and this nigga just be like this, eating on some sunflower seeds, and they ma'am, do you know what happened? Yeah, I don't know. Somebody came in here and they must have shot him. This nigga whooped my ass on the East Belt line with a mink and a Kango. And when the police came, this nigga was just so calm, ain't shit happened.
What I was supposed to be doing? No, he hit my car. Trying to be
slick. I didn't hit the car with you. I would coming out as her mom was in this home place, and we was coming out at the same time. So I kind of touched her car in. So then this nigga just jumped out I don't know if she had these Bruce Lee shoes on again. A fucking jogging outfit. That federal jogging outfit. So did you ever see her with a jogging outfit and you know her and she's even taught just stay away. Like I just said, don't say shit because it's like power up. It's like Care Bear. All these powers come together. This nigga become magical. When you see an outfit with a jogging outfit, I don't know. Wait,
I'm sorry, y'all. We just talking.
These are no jeans, but
These-
if you ever see anything that's, I mean, like a material sweatsuits or anything, like, don't fuck with her that day. Just take her autograph. She'll give it, but holler at her on a different day with a different outfit.
So you say my outfits make me crazy?
It's something to do. Like, I don't know if I don't know. It's something that
I don't mess with nobody.
Shit, but then it's like she's like Martin Luther King, and then she'll turn into Jason and shit. Like, you like, what the fuck? She like, I had a dream. Like, look.
What you used to call me, Coretta Scott?
Yeah, Coretta Scott. That nigga come out and talk to the crowd, and then that nigga, you know what I'm saying, to come back out with the crowd, nigga would have a gun, nigga. Now hold on, now I talked to y'all, you know what I'm saying. I told y'all, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna do this, and I'm trying to be peaceful, you know what I'm saying. But now y'all don't tuck me there. And so
I am a peaceful person. I don't bother nobody else. They bother me. Thank y'all for watching us. This is gonna be part of my book, so I hope y'all buy the book because all these stories are in my book. And Sean just a little bit portion of the book. But I'm gonna try to get. Oh, you know who's gonna come on my? You know who's gonna get an interview next?
Hey, and Sean love her, so y'all talk to her. Keep me in y'all prayers. That we can, you know what I'm saying, maybe work out something.
Put him on the sick and shut in board, Mr.
Work
Sister
back
Sarah.
towards our relationship or something that she give me an opportunity or something work out. I mean, I believe us being like this off in, people used to think that we was like a celebrity when we was off in, and so I believe that if I joined the YouTube, I think that the YouTube would be so like.
I was Ike, he was Tina because he don't know how to act.
What?
That he was anime because you don't know how to act anime.
Nigga, that's you. Nigga.
I will beat you, Sean.
This nigga hit you with something. This nigga hit you with a barrel, nigga. Threw it like a frisbee.
No, let me tell you one time. I had just got him some new tires on his car. He needed some tires.
Damn, no. This what happened. We got some sounds together. This nigga, I went down to my kid's mother house to get something out of the garage. This nigga happened to like roll up and just thought like I was on some sneaky shit.
You was.
So she had the car. It jumped out. Her car was still fucking moving. It was finna go into the house. And she came over and she tore out the screen deck like a fucking tiger. I mean, and tore the screen up out of that motherfucker. I said, what the?
Stop cussing.
And so, she tore the screen out of my car, and so I was like, man.
No.
And so then
we had got music, and I said, okay, we finna get some music. We had matching flip-up screens. He said, I'm finna go to my mom's house real quick. No. But I'm Inspector Gadget. You can't piss in my ear.
I went to go grab something out.
He wanted to go over there and show his baby mama his new CD playing, and he playing games. So I rolled past a couple times. I seen this car there. I said, okay, that's his baby mama.
You went ride by. You soon as you
he
ride by,
2
you
hours.
Out. No, that's a lie.
You were there 2 hours.
You talking about the time when you came over in the Go Bus. That's a whole different story. Yes, you is, nigga.
No, I'm not.
That's the only time I was over there for a long time because we was talking about different things, and you had got by the window and you was hearing different things, thinking
what I hear.
We was
what did I hear?
We was just talking about me and her relationship and different type of things. It was stuff like that. So you snuck down there and you had that MV jacket on. I seen it. I seen your ass.
No, so, I took my CD player back. When he came out, he didn't have it was a hole right there. I'm like, enjoy your music. I'll take my music back. But anyway, with the tires, I helped him with some tires. We was watching, I think, the Grammy Awards. I had barbecue. His cousins was over. We having a good time. He kept going on the back porch. See, men don't know how to sneak and do shit, Miss Lorraine. He kept going on the back porch. Like, what are you doing on the back porch? I'm going
on the back porch because I had, I was called, but I'm talking.
Let me tell my story, because you're lying. He go on the back porch. So I'm listening. When I come out there, his cousins, they seen a ghost. People be talking about, I paid somebody $50 to give me a ride. I did a ride. They try to get away from me. So I got a big Michael Myers knife. I said, oh, you want to play with me? You okay? And I stab every time. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Like, you can go on about your business. So
man was pouring hot water through a screen,
standing there.
and just spraying hot water on me.
You was standing there.
And then, cause I was hurt.
How you hurt?
Man, cause you hurt me.
How I hurt
people
you?
hurt people. You hurt my tires, nigga. You hurt every part of me, nigga.
I was a fool. See, when I be telling y'all how to act and saying black men ain't no good, y'all see what I've been through. I told y'all I've been through some things. This is just one part of Nina's life. Guess who coming on next?
Who?
Tony Green.
Oh, shit, R. Kelly.
Tony, they call him R. Kelly. He's chapter number 3 in my life, but he coming on.
All of them mad at me though. He was mad too because she was getting back with him, and I came and popped up, and so then she stopped talking to him. So all of them mad at me.
No, I'm telling you. All of his friends are older, right? So Gene know the same dudes he know, because Gene used to be hanging with him. So when Gene got out of prison, he knew I was talking to a younger dude, but he didn't know who he was. So Gene at his boy's house, and they was like, dang, Gene, have you heard? He said, heard what? He said, the dude Nina messing with. He said, who? He said, little dude on the big wheel. He said, the big wheel? He said, little dude on the big wheel. Sean used to be on the big wheel when they was grown. So Gene said, the little nigga like the Doritos. He said, little nigga on the Doritos. He said, I know they ain't who she must with. So Gene hates him.
Doritos.
This the Doritos little dude on the big wheel.
Man.
And they cannot stand him. But I met him, and the reason I really talked to Sean, because I was going through something, my daddy dying. Gene had cheated on me with a younger girl. And Gene said he had to get his swagger back. So I had to go get my swagger back. And this is my swagger right here. But Gene's swagger lasted 90 days. I met him 2017. So it's been my 16 years, and he's still knocking on my door. He gonna say yeah. Well, I'm gonna be James down because you already know I got company coming.
I don't care about that company, y'all.
I have company coming.
I got to fight to prove my love. I'm feeling 5 heartbeats now.
He about to go. He about to go, Sean. I'm finna, Natalie, if you watching me, I'm about to bring your baby daddy home.
No.
And I'm finna help y'all work it out.
We ain't working shit out now.
Yeah, I'm finna work it out. Matter of fact,
work it out with yourself.
I was telling y'all, Sean going through some things, y'all. I'm gonna have Sean start his YouTube channel.
Yourself.
So he can start giving his testimony. This is a walk-in testimony on a serious note. This is showing you that God is a healer. This brother had been through the fire, and he's still standing. He still dance. He's still the same funny shine. He need to stop drinking that beer. That's what you need to stop doing. When I met you, you had a 6-pack. Now you got a keg. What
Yeah, still.
Now, what is all that about?
I still got it's
You used to drink water when I met you. He come here today. You got something to drink. You got some wine. You got some beer. No. I said, when you started drinking like that, your nerves bad. We need prayer for Sean. Matter of fact, any girls on here single?
No.
Y'all single?
I don't want you.
I would package him up and put a bow on his head, and I would send him to you.
I want her.
Anybody single that need King to work.
Anybody
Now,
single,
let me sell
give
you.
her advice and tell
Let
her
me sell you.
to give me a chance.
Let me tell you, this is King to Oil. King to Oil is 6 feet tall. He got long, beautiful dreads. He got a pretty smile. He's nice. I don't think he can cook. He can clean and stuff. He's well kept. He smell good. He got pretty feet. And he got a nice piece. I'm just being real. So, if y'all looking for a Keith Oil, and Keith Oil got his own money. So, this is Keith Oil. If y'all need Keith Oil, I'm sending him with a bow on his head. And it has to be a female. I don't want Bubba writing me now. Y'all know my email. Somebody said, Lord. Yes, Lord. Y'all. Are you what? Yeah, I'm selling him. Say yes, I'm selling him. Let's have the highest bidder. Let's start at $50. Who got $50? Who got $51? $52? $50? Who got? Let's go to $60.
A lot of here. You, man.
This my boy
But,
though. Didn't I tell
hey,
you I get along with all my exes?
I really, like I just said, to feel the way I do right now, and it's been so much going on because, just reminds a little bit before I, just had went, to prison and. But like I just said, I have so much fun with her when I'm around her. I mean, she brings like a side out of me that no one's ever brought out of me. But it's only because she treats me with respect and treats me like she love and care for me. She don't, low rate me. She don't, you know what I'm saying? Just she uplift me and say I can. She more like what you say, what God say a helpmate is. She's a helpmate. But I mean, a lot of people don't be helpmates. These mothers be hate mates, and
Ask her why did he cheat?
I cheated because it was my first time ever like being separated from a woman that I had first come out of the house and move with. And so I thought that she really liked me or loved me, but I was a fool because she still, give a damn about me, and so I messed up.
I think we got to catch somebody in Florida. She said she would date you, but she in Florida. We can ship. I do free shipping.
Man, don't.
I do free shipping. Child, don't you want to travel?
With you?
Who is this? Somebody live in Florida. Who is that? Miss Francis. Young man.
Wow, man.
we about to ship him. Hold on. He said, Nita, that's who? See, somebody just joined this. This is my ex. Man, this is King. This is my young man. This is King to all. Remember I told you I had a young man in my life? And I wanted to see that I still have my swagger. I have my swagger. I think my swagger was awfully good because it's been 16 years and you still looking for me. My swagger must be the shit. He agreeing with me too. This boy crazy. But I appreciate you, Sean. Can I please hook you up with somebody nice?
You?
No. Can I hook you up with somebody nice?
No.
Who in Grand Rapids? Let's see. Anybody out here from Grand Rapids? Good evening, Miss Nina. Hey. Somebody named Love. I take my bid. You take your bid back? No! We'll go down. I give you 10% off. Don't take your bid back.
Crazy like you.
Okay, this was the last 20 seconds. We about to take. Somebody got $75. No, that ain't gonna cover shipping. Come on, man. Miss Lorraine told me to stop. Miss Lorraine, I know you got some money, Miss Lorraine. Wait a minute. Wait, how big is he? How big is what? Somebody asked me how big.
Oh, no.
Big enough. It's worth shipping. Somebody got 1,000 right now. Let's go. Get your shit. Let's go. Somebody got $1,000 right. Somebody got Marjorie got $1,000 right now. Where you at? Look, she got the dollar bags up there. She wants you now.
I want you though.
Can we pack it? He already got his stuff packed. Who paying for? You know what? If I'm shipping, he got to have a plane ticket. She said, I think you really like him. That's one of my favorite people. But don't let him fool you. Oh no. This is one of my favorite people.
I'm like I just said, I'm person that had to, go through some things and grow into who I am. So see, if I would have met her like this, I would have never let her go. So
Atlanta said they paying for flights. Marjorie wants you bad. Is this Steve Harvey, Marjorie? Marjorie wants you bad.
You just said she first.
She paying for flights. We gotta talk since we. I got another $1,000 up. 1,001. Oh, can I get 1,002? Can I get 1,002? I need to give me a new car. Where?
You know.
Come on, y'all. About to end this live. Can y'all please make sure y'all like, share, subscribe? Can you please make sure you share and you watch 2 videos a day? This is just a fun video with one of my exes. I want to show y'all that I'm human. I've been through some things. I'm not perfect. So when I'm talking about relationships and telling y'all to be an unbreakable, strong woman, it's because I've been broken so many times. And he wanted the broken pieces. He don't want to say it. He did some stuff to me. He just don't want to own it. Look at who. You ow. He
I
who.
haven't really did much to you.
He ain't did much.
I made mistakes because I was young. I did. Like, you do those things when you're young, but I wouldn't do them things now. So
you see how you can get along with your ex?
It's sin, though.
Okay. You know how many women on here and on this podcast saying black men ain't shit. I take up for y'all. And I'm a walking testimony. I get along with my ex-boyfriends. They come over, they kick it. You know, I might make them cook me something. You know, paint a wall or something. I don't know what I'm about to make him do. What you know to do? What you
I know the art. Teach me some moves.
You know what?
Last Dragon. Teach me some moves.
So you can teach me some karate? He finna give me karate lessons. My hip bad.
The other moves. He tells you guys. Remember when he told her, she said, "Can you teach me some moves?" And
are you talking about some freaky moves? My hip broke. I can't be doing no moves. Oh, shit. He talking about teaching some moves.
I got gifted hands. My hands are very gifted. My cut hair with them.
Miss Lorraine talking about forgive him. If you forgive your ex, Miss Lorraine, I forgive Sean. How about that? On the bed. Yeah, that's what he talking about. He talking about on the bed. He talking about, so you, wait a minute, Jesus. Mr. Church Boy, you want to fornicate with me?
Yeah. I want to think I asked the Lord to forgive me, but I can't help myself. I'm like, hey, I'm like some Pringles. Shit, she's like Pringles.
No.
You know, she like Pringles, you know? Or my pops, I gotta have them.
He's stupid. Who was that? Mr. Mel? Is that Mr. Melon? And Miss May say, Nina, love it easy because you're beautiful. Loving me is easy. I'm a good person. You know, can't none of these brothers.
She's a beautiful person. Like,
they can't call me no whore. They can't call me no cheater. They can't call me nasty.
She's a wonderful woman, though. Just like I knew this would be her YouTube because she was like, you know, she is the YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Before YouTube, this nigga was the YouTube in the 80s. You know, shit, she just didn't have it. She was on Donnie Simpson. She was on that show or something. Maybe something could have came up, or if they could have put her on a radio station. I mean, or she was at a radio show or something. She should have went to Robert S. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody said I buy tires. I'm awesome. When I'm dating somebody, if I got it, he got it. Because it's in return.
Too. She's like, it don't matter what. I never met anyone like her. She's like, I can have a pocket full of money. I'm pulling it out. And she's saying, no, I got it. Or we pull up to the gas station and she already done pulled out her money and telling me to put this in my gas tank. And I'm like, huh? Like, she's like, don't worry, you here. You need
But he do the same.
And so
it goes both ways. I'm not a materialistic person. If I got it, just for example, just say I just got paid from YouTube today. Yeah, I wish I did, but just say I just got paid from YouTube today. And he just got a few $100s in his pocket. I got a few thousand from YouTube. How I look saying, you gonna take me out to eat? No, it's on me. And I'm gonna give him a few dollars in his pocket. Because that's how I get down. And I keep getting blessed. The more I bless, the more it comes back to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind giving when I'm dating somebody. And have I ever asked you to buy me anything expensive? I don't ask for expensive stuff. I'm not materialistic.
She just go in like we'd go. I said, well, you want to go to the mall? and get some Jordans. They said, well, take me to Payless, right? What the hell we gonna get in there?
I'm like, I don't want no damn Jordans. Give me the money. Shit. I got a bill to pay. I'm just not like that. So when I'm talking, I am real. I keep telling y'all, when my page, my channel is realness. And I get along with black men. I know good black men. We just got a $10 donation on live RRC. I know good black men. I dated him. He hurt me in so many ways. He did some things. And guess what? We forgave each other and we cool. You my homie, right? Give me some. You my homie? No, you my homie. You my brother, man. For life. This is my brother for life. And everybody.
But I still, like I just said, no matter what, I've been in contact with her kids since then. We haven't, but I love her so she can tell you about it. I mean, I don't know.
Hey, we cool. I mean, this is my boy. For life, $100,000. I told you when the people called me and said he got jumped. Me and Sean hadn't seen each other in like 3 years. I went running. Where he at? Because I wanted to make sure he was good. That's what friends are for. I don't just date dudes and stay in that moment and I like somebody because I'm with them. No, once we cool for life. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I get down. And I want to bring the guys that I dated on here because people think I just be blowing smoke. When I say I don't know no good black men, I know people that made mistakes. I know people that's human and they did bad things. And they were forgiven by me and by God and life goes on and we cool. Like I'm about to make Sean go down here and paint my basement. You know what I'm saying? You gonna paint my basement? He see it. Wait, start in my, you can paint the closet. You can paint the closet. You hang up my clothes. What you gonna do anything I asked you to do?
Anything.
Anything.
Your wish. Have it your way.
So
remember I used to say that?
Yeah, he used to say it's Burger King, I can have my way. But so I can do anything to you.
Anything.
Did y'all hear him say I can do anything to him?
Just don't leave me.
Oh my God. So ain't no limits.
No limits.
So I can tie you up, put an apple in your mouth, butt naked in the closet. I can do that.
Anything.
This brother said anything. Let me think of something.
Just don't hurt me.
Can I whip you?
Just don't hurt me. You heard me? I
don't know if the whip gonna hurt.
No whips on me or nothing.
Oh, I can hit you, just don't put no marks.
Yeah.
So if I tell you to get butt naked, you go in the closet, tie you up like this, you gonna go do it.
Which is your man?
He's stupid. This boy. Natalie, I'm finna bring your baby daddy home.
Yeah, I don't build with him.
Jada said he wants you, sis. No, he don't.
I want her.
No, you don't.
Trust me. Tell her to try.
LP say he loves you, Nina. No, you don't.
Hey, tell her to prove me wrong. Then y'all
Cheryl,
can be. Y'all can
we love you, Nina.
Y'all can be proof. Y'all can be
send
proof.
him home to his kids. Yes, Pamela. I'm about to send him home to his kids.
Man,
he about to go home to his. Sean got little kids too. How old is your two youngest?
4 and 8.
4 and 8. He got to be home with them boys. I'm not a home wrecker. Didn't I tell you I called that girl after a while?
I ain't got no home though. I never had a home there.
He got 5 kids over there from age, I think, 23 to 8. He got grown kids all the way down to little kids. He got grandkids over there with his kids. So he finna go home with his babies.
That's not I'm not my home, man.
You about to go home with your babies.
38 Lafayette.
Why you like you bald up here? You bald? You getting bald?
No.
You had to get your dreads in here. They soft.
Yeah,
I thought you was looking like George Jefferson for a minute. No. I'm like, I ain't George, man. I'm like, what happened, George?
George Washington with 2 wigs on.
How old is he then? He's 44. I will be 56. He just turned 44 in February. And I'll be 56 in June. This is my young thing. And like I said, it was really to see if I had my swagger because my kid's dad had messed around with a 20-year-old and got her pregnant on me. So I was feeling bad. Then I meet him, and he was younger than me. And I'm like, do I still have it? His lasted 90 days. It's been on 16 years with this one. We just pretty much family. he used to go to the nursing home and tell my mama on me. My mama was in the nursing home checking me about him. Because he'd go up there and lie on me. Oh, I look young. I'm 55. I'll be 56. Paint the what? The bedroom, BA? I don't need my bedroom painted. He can start in my office. He can paint. I got pictures to put up and stuff. But Sean's so close to my family. I used to come in the house and be like, "What you doing over here?" He in the room with David, in there with Gino, cutting people's hair, walking through the house like he's like my brother. You really my little brother, you know that?
They said we look alike. Shit, your mom. Who'd you say?
Yeah, my mother thought he looked like my brother. She said, "James, you should have ain't one of your kids." This is Sean. You my little brother. You my brother, right?
I don't want to put it. Look, our brother, want to touch his sister.
That is incest.
That's why I said. That's why I called him my brother.
Sean is going home. I'm just reading some of the comments. They say I deserve to be happy. I am happy. Miss Janet said, "Show me something new." Show me something new, Sean. What you finna show me? What you got? Give me what you got. Give me. Let me see you dance, Sean.
Huh?
Let me see you dance, Sean.
Ain't got no music.
Get music in your head. Go. 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 Okay. Stand up and do something. Let me see how tall you. Let me see how tall you are. The brother is wait, you too close to the camera. Push this over. He finna do a dance move, y'all. Okay.
You can't see me.
Shake what your mama gave you.
You can't see me though.
You gotta be right here more this.
Can you move that?
Okay, hold on.
You move that way. You see, you move that way. See, go.
Okay. Do the little roll again. I'm selling you now. You gotta show me you know how to roll. Can I get? We putting the bid up. Let's go to 1,500. Let's go to. We finna go to 1,500 on that one. Break it down, Sean. Sean be pop locking it. He be jamming, y'all. He really can dance. I don't know. Can you still dance with this kid?
Yeah.
You tired as hell, ain't you?
Nah. Remember, you used to have this dance with them church shoes on.
Yeah, he used to be at the Elks with his church shoes on, doing the moonwalk just. I'm like, go, Sean. I was the biggest cheerleader. I used to be like, that's keep the oil. That's keep the oil. Yeah, Sean be breaking it down though. But thank y'all for watching. I'm glad y'all hung in there with us. Please share. He will be back again. We really didn't have no subject. We were just talking. But I just want, because I'm going to have Robert back on here about fornication. Is fornication a sin or not?
It is.
So, he want people to believe everybody he sleep with is his wife. So it ain't fornicating. Choked on that. So when I get Robert over here, he's trying to convince my audience that everybody sleep with his wife, so it ain't a sin.
What he got, 7 wives?
Everybody, probably more than that. He said, "How I'm sinning when you my wife?" Because they said who you sleep with is your wife. I said, but what about the initial sin when before you have the sex, when you think about it and you do it, the act of it is the sin. Is everybody you sleep with is your wife? It's a soul tie though. It's a difference. And some of them soul ties can be demonic soul ties. So what kind of soul tie we have? You don't know?
Magnificent one.
Do y'all see how smooth black men are? This is a black man. If y'all ain't schooled by Nina and y'all know how to see stuff like this, y'all butts will be on Cynthia G crying next week. You know, black man ain't no good. He came on my podcast, said he loved me. Now his baby mama pregnant again. Don't let him fool you. He cute. He smell good. He most likely still feel good. And he can dance, he make you laugh. But don't let him fool you, ladies. Okay. One more time, one more bid, and we gotta go. Miss Cheryl said, you smooth, Sean. You smooth. He from the 616. King to oil. Yeah, this is King to oil. Look. King to oil. These is real too. What color? Did you buy them?
Maybe it's twist up, turn.
Who twists them like that?
Lady named Mary. Some girl tucked that one down because she all drunk stuff. Like she know it's dread.
You see how he just told on this and he said some girl.
No, because
some girl just tucked his hair.
A girl tucked it down at the party and she was saying she do dread, so I said, well, prove yourself. And so she took it down, and then she did this, and I said, "What's this? You got me looking like Frederick Owens from."
Now that's smooth. Prove yourself, then, baby. That's what you did. Prove yourself, baby. You think you slick, don't you? All right, y'all. Inbox me, email me if y'all want to know anything else about Sean. His name is Shawnquel. If you want anything else about Shawnquel, we can pack him up and have him at the airport aborted. You gonna leave him one? I just need 10%. That's you ready to go? Huh?
You?
No, I'm talking one of these beautiful women out here. You trying to read their names or something, brother, with me? He said, you know him better than we do. Yeah, I do. But he a good dude. Who need a boyfriend? Who need a boyfriend? Lisa said, I'm dead seriously. I want Sean to be happy. He only have 6 kids and 12 baby mamas. That's all he got. Other than that, he good. He good. So, let me see. Oh, yeah, Kristen said she said me. Inbox me. I'm dead serious. And inbox me, Nina616. No, it ain't Nina. It's USW616 at gmail.com. Send me your information and I will give it to Sean. Oh, I just rhymed.
You said you just rhymed.
I said at gmail.com, send me your information and I'll give it to Sean. I'm ready to go to the studio. So you gonna call him?
Call him.
If they send me a number.
I'll call him and say hi to him. You want me, but
would you have a conversation?
My heart is with you, so I can't.
I promise you, whoever he talked to.
I can't cheat no longer. I have to be honest where my heart is at. So I let you now. I'm telling you, my heart is with her. And then if you still want to,
if you inbox me your number and Sean call you, I guarantee you he won't cheat. Because I would kick his ass. I promise you, Sean won't cheat. He'll be a good dude. And Sean need to leave Grand Rapids. So I hope y'all in another nice day. Matter of fact, go somewhere warm because I want to fly out to y'all wedding. We finna get Sean married. It's time for you to do this, brother. I believe in you. Mm-hmm. Believe in you, bro. You ready to get married?
To you, yeah.
No, Sean, you messing up. I'm trying to get you. What? There's some beautiful women on here. Successful women.
They all over.
They ain't all over. They on my channel.
You're on my channel.
You messing up the dang deal. We're supposed to be on here getting you a wife. Hi, King. Hey, coming to America. Let's go, y'all. Sean getting tired. He dozing off. You know he getting old. He got an old soul. He can't stay up after tea.
No, I can't stay up.
He can't stay
I
up.
like I was sitting. I kind of I went through all the stuff I went through today. Kind of
What you got through?
dreaming.
What you got through?
You know about the police. You know.
Oh, that was today?
Yeah, that's this morning.
When you gonna learn, Sean?
No.
Oh, you just gonna start learning right now?
Yeah, I already learned.
At 44.
I learned like, but you know, like, but I learned. I know now, and it's like, you know.
So you ready to go home?
I don't have.
You ready to go home? Did your son just call you and say you ready to get home?
Yeah, I don't know. He's tripping. He's talking about because the police, they talking around him. He used to do that crazy stuff. So
All right, y'all. I gotta get Sean home to his baby mama. She probably She probably looking for him. He been out too long. Yes,
she
she
got a PPO on. Nigga can't even.
That fast today? We finna get him home, tuck him in. I'm gonna take y'all numbers down. I'm gonna give it to Sean, and I'm gonna let him call you. And if he do anything wrong, you come to me. I am y'all insurance policy. He's a great friend to have. Even if you want to talk about God, you need just a pen pal. You know, Sean is a good dude, just for real. Phone person. We want Sean to have nice people in his life. And I don't want him in Grand Rapids. So I'm trying to get Sean a pen pal that's out of the state. Doesn't that sound cool? He ain't listening. But we gonna pray for Sean. And he gonna leave Michigan and he gonna start his life over. And he gonna invite me to his wedding and I'm gonna come sing. Can I come sing at your wedding? Look at him. He dozing off like an old ass man. Let me talk to y'all later. Well, thank you for watching. Hey, Kanique. Yes, get my likes up. Kanique, thank you for the love gift that you gave me today. Kanique gave me a good gift. She blessed me today. Oh, that feel good. My body hurt. Ooh, keep the ooh. 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 I ain't falling for that. But it feel good. Squeeze right there. Ooh. Ooh. You gotta get out of my house. You gotta get out of my house. You gotta get out of my house. You gotta go. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Right there.
Oh man, that motherfucker might go viral.